Hey everybody, I want to talk a little bit more about the Terence Crutcher and the shooting also in Charlotte that was Keith Lamont Scott. And I made a video about this the other day, and I appreciate all the comments. I had a lot of people tell me, you know, you're like a white guy that is standing up for black people. Not standing up for any particular race, but just somebody that's calling them out on something that really should never happen. These shootings are incredibly negligent. They're incredibly criminal, and it's out and out murder. You know, it's a beautiful day here in Southern California. I'm standing here enjoying a park. A lot of people around. You know, this is a day that two men that had families, that had wives, that had friends, that had people that loved them that aren't going to be able to enjoy a day like I'm enjoying today. And it was for senseless killing. In both of these incidences, the common denominator was that the guy that got shot wasn't doing anything to provoke police officers. In the Terence Crutcher case, his car had stalled. Instead of the officer walking up to him and saying, "Sir, how may I assist you with your car? Can I call some sort of towing company? And what can we do to help you with your car?" Instead of that, she gets the guy's arms up in the air. She immediately assumes that he's on some sort of a drug, that he's on some sort of hallucinogenic drug like PCP. And this is the assumption that she took. He has his hands in the air. And then at the same time, she's claiming that she's fearing her life while he's walking away. I mean, if she feared for her life, she should have been running the opposite direction. So there's a lot more going on here than just a simple, police trying to do their duty. It's interesting that people that enjoy my videos and think that I'm right, they'll leave a comment on the video. The people that are telling me that I'm going to ruin the country because I'm saying these things, and that people are going to feel like the police are not going to be able to do their job anymore, they send me a comment. They'll send me a comment saying, "Hey man, what are you doing, man? Police aren't going to be able to do their job. Don't you understand? Police, there's a lot of gangs running around. There's a lot of people running around that are going to do bad things. And if you don't allow the police to do their job, the cities are going to be overrun with gangs." You know what? Okay, great. The police can do their jobs without gunning down innocent people. At the point that they gun them down, that they're not doing anything criminal. There should be an assumption that the person that they pull a gun on, or that they start barking orders to, at least should have done something wrong. At least there should have been some criminal activity going on before they go to that, the extent of telling somebody, "Get your hands up, obey my order." And then if they don't do that, then shoot them. So this is a pretty bad deal. This is a pretty, this is something that goes beyond just police doing their job. This goes way deeper than that. And I just hope that somehow enough people can stand up and say something about it. One of the people I'm disappointed in is a guy by the name of Tebow. They asked Tim Tebow about this. What do you think about Kaepernick being on one knee? You know what Tebow said? "I've got my own ideas, and I'll just keep them to myself." Come on, Tim. The big Christian dude that goes down to the out of countries and does the orphanages and runs around and everybody thinks he's just a wonderful man. Well, maybe he is, but you know what, Tim, have some guts. Put your sponsors on the line. Put your baseball career on the line, and stand up for injustice when you see it. Don't run around and be a Sunday morning Christian. Why don't you try being a Christian all the time, man? You know what? There's an injustice here, and somebody needs to speak out. Your voice is big. You got a lot of followers. I'm nobody. I've got no voice. I'm just an ordinary, everyday person that says something. If I can say something, you can say something. So anyway, I appreciate you listening.